Yes, I would, Riddick. I would die for them.
Number 10, Underwater, Nora Price.
We've got big things in store for you.
For the most part, this under-the-sea thriller is pretty typical genre fare. Time's running out, there's monsters on the loose, and everyone's trying to get the hell away before they become fish food. The catch? There's only 2 escape pods left, and leading lady Nora doesn't get either one of them. Instead, she heroically stays behind so her comrades can make it back to the surface.
You better make it up there, okay? It's gonna be alright.
What's more, she even blows up the underwater compound in order to take the fish monsters down with her. She may not live to see the credits, but Nora earns a different kind of credit in our books.
3, 2, 1.
Number 9, Pitch Black, Carolyn Fry.
Well then, just give me more light for them, I'll go back by myself.
Crash landing on a hostile alien planet is usually a death sentence, but odds be damned, Carolyn Fry proves to be the exception. She's quick-witted, handy in a fight, and even persuades the outlaw Riddick to fly everyone to safety.
Yes, I would, Riddick. I would die for them.
For a moment, it looks like she and the bandits might kiss too, when suddenly an alien appendage whips out of the darkness and drags Fry to her death. The real gut punch is realizing just how close she and Riddick are to the ship. If they had kept their heart eyes to themselves for a few more minutes, this final girl could have actually lived through the finale.
So much prayer to make up for. I scarcely know where to begin.
I know where I'd start.
Number 8, Drag Me to Hell, Christine Brown.
Soon it will be you who comes begging to me.
The rules of this curse are incredibly straightforward. Christine will endure 3 days of torment leading up to the moment she's officially yanked into the great beyond. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Still, to her credit, Christine tries just about everything to avoid her fate, including digging up an actual corpse. After that, the final scene really makes it seem as though Christine will make it out alive.
You never stopped believing in me. Thank you for that.
But that just makes it hurt even more when the curse finally comes to fruition. In suitably dramatic fashion, Christine is physically dragged into the fire and brimstone, while a train passes over her mortal body. Yeah, talk about a flashy way to go. Number 7, The Descent and The Descent Part 2, Sarah Carter.
Don't ask me to do that. I can't do that.
No matter how you cut it, Sarah was always going to die in these caves. In the original version of The Descent, her supposed escape is just a last-minute hallucination before the crawlers presumably put her down for good. However, the film's international distributors didn't care for the downer of an ending and recut the movie to make Sarah's dream a reality. Unfortunately, her second lease on life doesn't last very long. When Sarah returns for the sequel, no amount of fancy editing can stop her self-sacrifice in the third act. She dies either way, but at least she goes out a lot more heroically the second time around. Number 6, Final Destination 2, Clear Rivers.
Clear Rivers.
Don't come any closer.
When the omnipotent force of death begins targeting the survivors of a highway pileup, the victims track down the only person who can help. Clear Rivers. Since original co-lead Alex died between films, Clear is the only remaining survivor from the original Final Destination. It seems like the series is setting her up as the de facto face of the franchise.
It's okay. It's over.
But death has different plans. After being coaxed out of her self-imposed exile, Clear meets a fiery end by way of an oxygen explosion. The Final Destination films are known for their high body counts, and yet this death leaves the biggest impression. After all, if Clear isn't safe, no one is. Number 5, A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, Nancy Thompson. It takes a few tries, but Freddy Krueger finally puts Nancy Thompson to sleep permanently. She doesn't go down without a fight though. Even after taking some nasty cuts to the stomach, Nancy spends her final moments giving Freddy a taste of his own medicine. Or should we say, a prick from his own razor hands. While it's never easy to say goodbye to such an iconic character, you really can't ask for a cooler death scene.
I won't let you die. I won't let you. I'm gonna dream you into a beautiful dream. Forever and ever.
It helps that Nancy's spirit isn't gone for long. Thanks to the series' meta-leanings, actor Heather Langenkamp returns to Elm Street for a cheeky role in the 7th installment, Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
When that time comes, you're gonna have to make a choice.
Choice? What kind of choice?
Whether or not you're willing to play Nancy one last time.
Number 4, The Cabin in the Woods, Dana Polk. Let's get one thing straight. Dana Polk is not your average final girl. She isn't even a virgin. But as the director says herself,
we work with what we have.
Coincidentally, so does Dana. When she learns that she and her friends are pawns in a twisted blood sacrifice, she decides to give a big middle finger to the world. She still dies in the end, but by refusing to complete the ritual, she effectively takes all of humanity down with her.
It's time to give someone else a chance.
You've really got to hand it to Cabin in the Woods. It doesn't just have the guts to kill its main character, it slaughters the entire human race too. Number 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sally Hardesty.
It's him, isn't it? Leatherface.
This steely Texas Ranger has been chasing maniacs for years, almost 50 to be exact. See, Sally Hardesty is the only one to escape Leatherface's inaugural butchering back in 1974.
Say you know me. Say you know what you did to my friends.
Nearly half a century later, she reappears with a new career, a fully loaded gun, and a major bone to pick.
I'm the one who got away, and I'm here to make sure you don't.
Sadly, that still isn't enough to stand up to Leatherface. Like all his old friends, he greets her with the sharp side of a chainsaw. And that's that. It's definitely over the top, and yet, that feels oddly fitting for one of the genre's earliest final girls. Plus, in a slasher franchise like this, a 50-year legacy is nothing to be ashamed of. Number 2, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, Halloween Resurrection, and Halloween 2, Laurie Strode. Weirdly enough, the horror heroine of Haddonfield has died on more than a few occasions. Originally, she's canned off screen sometime before Halloween 4.
God bless me. God bless Mommy and Daddy in heaven.
But surprise, that's all a ruse. Halloween H2O retcons her death as an elaborate scheme to get Michael off her trail. Unfortunately, it doesn't last very long, and Michael returns in Halloween Resurrection to finish her off once and for all.
Has been missing, unheard of last 3 years. Now he's back.
She hasn't had much luck in other continuities either. In the alternate ending of 2009's Halloween 2, Laurie goes bonkers and gets gunned down by policemen.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire!
For as many times as Laurie's been put in the grave, you'd think one of them would have stuck by now. Number 1, Alien 3, Ellen Ripley. After 3 movies of white-knuckled thrills and blood-stained carnage, one thing is very clear. No one can take on a xenomorph quite like Ellen Ripley.
Please. Trust me.
No.
So it only feels right to have her go out doing just that. But to fully exterminate the alien embryo inside her, Ripley has to make the ultimate sacrifice too. As far as a dramatic end goes, you'll be hard-pressed to find one as epic as falling backwards into a vat of molten lead. Not that we'd expect anything less from the moment that Ellen Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, officially signs off. At least until she comes back as a clone in Alien Resurrection, of course.
So, what did you do?
I died.
What final girl do you want to see make a comeback? Let us know in the comments below.
There's only room for one lead, and let's face it, your ingenue days, they're over.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.